Yeah, hi YouTube. My name's James. I'm just making a quick Soldiers 5 on cryptocurrency, and I'm just going to give you a bit of a heads up on how to do it and get through it quickly. And I know I'm just brushing the surface on this, but hopefully get something out of it. And let's go. I'm going to share my screen. First thing is first. Let's have a look. Right, so what do we got here? This is CoinSpot. Just come on to CoinSpot. There's plenty of other exchanges you can use. Don't keep your coins on an exchange. That's the first tip. And ignore all this fucking shit on here. There's all these rubbish. If you're going to spend money on that, you're wasting your money. Don't ignore it. The only game in town. The only reason why you need to use this is to get your money onto the Ethereum blockchain or the main net. And the way I do it is you got to set up, there's a bit of a process of setting all this crap up. And then once you've done that, you just use your Pay ID, transfer your money, come to your dashboard, your money will show up there pretty much instantly. And then buy, sell, go to Ethereum, buy Ethereum, come back to your dashboard. Once you've bought your Ethereum, go to your wallet down here, send your Ethereum to your Ethereum address, which is, that's just an example there. You've got this has got two-factor code, it's a security thing, and that'll show up in your MetaMask. Now, if you want to learn, if you haven't heard of MetaMask, you don't know what it is, that's all on the main website. This one, no, it's on here somewhere. This one, right? And there's a tutorial on how to do that. Read all this information, learn about it. If you're going to spend money on something, don't just follow me blindly. Obviously, make your own decisions. But yeah, look, the war for longer stake, that's now. We're into it. And look, that's basically where we're at. There's a technical specs and there's a layman's guide, which is this one. Come on here, go through it, read it all. Hopefully you'll get the light bulb moment. There's a lot of computer science and mathematics that goes into this. There's a lot of stuff going on that I don't have time to explain, right? And there's a staking deep dive which talks about how it all works. At the moment, we're in a period of hyperinflation, and if I could explain that a little bit better with this, you can see that there's a launch phase happening in HEX at the moment, and we're on day 167. And there's 184 days left of that, which essentially means that here it is, 500 million tokens or thereabouts per day. This code is running non-stop. And if you put your Ethereum into this here by entering into this, you can buy, or you can enter in the lobby for that day. When it rolls over, you'll get distributed the amount of value of HEX. So for example, if you put one Ethereum in yesterday, you would get 26,128 tokens. Now, you might get a bit of deal through Uniswap. In fact, probably for the last 60 days or so, I've been getting HEX through the, I've been using Uniswap because generally you get a better deal. As you can see, for your 1 HEX now, or 1 million HEX now, you'll get 26.2 Ethereum, which is, we saw the market price of Ethereum before. Where was it? It's sitting around about 322 Australian dollars. So 26 times 322 is how much you get for 1 million. The other one is obviously, oh yeah, you can do it this way. 1 Ethereum will buy you 38. So you can see the difference. There's a bit of a difference between the price or the value or the HEX that you'll get. Now, the beautiful thing about this HEX coin is that it pays trustless interest. It's programmed money. It will pay you interest if you stake your coins, right? And you can see here at the moment, we're down around about 24%, which is really good if you're prepared to lock down your coins. Because what that does is essentially it burns them and takes them away from the circulating supply. So if we go across to and just look at, what do we got here? Top 100 cryptocurrencies by market cap. So that circulating supply is basically your market cap. And if you're burning your coins, you're taking them off the market cap and you're being paid the inflation in Bitcoin, and this is a real layman's view of it, but basically the inflation gets paid to the miners or the mining farms, which is and they, when you buy any of these other shit coins, you're essentially buying them and hoping that the price goes up so that you can sell them for a higher price. For Hex, you don't need to worry about all this dog shit. You just buy it and stake it, and then it earns interest trustlessly by the smart contract that's deployed. All right, so there's that. That's the layman's guide. There's the deep dive. Look at that. There's a couple of other dApps here. This one's a new one. It's called Hex.business, and they've created their own incentive token called Hex Money or Hex HXY. A little bit more complicated to work out. I'm still getting my head around that one. I've got a little bit of skin in the game there. What else? That's the chart. As I said, it's linked to this decentralized exchange, which basically gets rid of all these other rodent centralized exchanges. They're just financial grubs, basically. They're like vultures. They're the jackals. They don't give a shit about you. They just want to take your money. I don't need your money. I'm not doing this because I want money or do anything like that. I've got it all sorted. I don't need to. It's more just anyone, because I get asked how is it, and just when I get asked off the cuff, it's really hard to explain because there's a fair bit involved, and that's why I'm showing you this stuff. There's another one where it's called Hex.live. So there's information. This is another reason why this is a really undervalued digital asset, because the information and the open source nature of it means that it's transparent. It's pure and simple. It's really, when you get down to it, it's a really good, honest, bloody thing. Like, it helps ordinary people. So that's why I'm showing it. And I think you should be encouraged by that, because, I mean, anyway, you make up your own mind. This is another one, Hex2. Essentially, what this one does is charges you 10% when you go in, and then you can stake it on the original contract, which I didn't really talk about. But on the other original contract, which is this one, you can stake your coins. And as you can see, you can basically ratchet up your leverage through the longer pays better bonus, which is about 20% per year, and bigger pays better as well. And you'll see these numbers change as you put it in. The mathematics works it out. So, and I'll put in the maximum. So it maxes at the bigger pays better, maxes out at 3641, and you're basically getting shares. So you can see here, I've got shares. I've earned 20,000 Hex on this. This is just a spare. But yeah, look, whatever is what it is. So going back to Toucans. Where are we? Toucans. There we go. There's Toucans. There's Hex Rise. It's a little bit different. This is a compounding inflation rate, always goes up. There's information and everything about all these that can explain them better, but basically, yeah, you stake on there. Proof of weak hands, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to go into the details on it. I'm just showing it to you. Got a bit of skin in the game on these ones. These are good because they actually pay you dividends based on what your holdings are. You get a percentage of the rate, which is 10% in, 10% out. So whether people go in or people go out, as you see, there's like 440 million in that one. This one's got, what have we got in this one? 700. So basically, you're running to outlast all these other players and get a fee for their, but they get a fee for whatever you do as well, and that's fair. So that's the game on that. All right. What else? Yeah. So look, if you're into the advanced analytics, I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm only in it for the money. So I need to know what I need to know, and so should you. But yeah, look, everything seems to be going well. Hex is the only game in town. You want to get some. Definitely, this thing is an animal. It's a Bitcoin assassin, and it's better than Bitcoin in my opinion. But I mean, again, I'm not an expert. I've only been in the crypto space for probably about 6 months, and that's what I've learned, and that's why I'm showing you all of these tools and resources that I use. These are the ones I use. All right. So just, I'll put the links in the description if you're interested. Hopefully you got something out of it, but otherwise, yeah. I'll leave you to it.